Alright, so after you issue the sales order, you're going to go ahead and open the manufacturing module and click on manufacturer order. Because we didn't have any of these built in stock, we couldn't just ship it out from the sales module. We actually have to go build it first. So because this bill of materials is built into two different stages, the first thing it's going to call for in inventory is whatever's in this cabinet bill of materials. You also have the actual unit which contains this cabinet. So first thing it's going to call for is particle board. Obviously you're going to make this purchase in advance and receive these items into inventory. So we'll go ahead and go through that module. So say this unit we're going to build in 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to go ahead and go into the purchase order module and order everything that we need. So if we click on materials, this is the material list that we're going to need to build this item. You can actually print this out if you'd like by going to File, Print. But let's make note, the first thing that we need for the cabinet is 5/8 inch particle board. So let's go ahead and go create that purchase order. And we need 12 feet, which is 1.5 sheets. So let's go ahead and order 2 sheets of 5/8 particle, which is the CS-PT-CL1. So let's go to purchase orders, click new. Okay, so this has already been started. We order our particle board from Millbrook. So this is our purchase order number. We're going to go ahead and ship that to our shop. So let's click here and selected address, shop. Click OK. And we want 2 sheets of the CS-PT-CL-1. And notice that the unit of measure is an 8-foot sheet. Last cost was $15.68. Let's go ahead. We know that usually they have a admin fee, so let's search for, let's just go ahead and add shipping charge. You want to talk to Roz and make sure what it is, but let's go ahead and change that to $15, and then they have a miscellaneous service fee. So we'll go ahead and add whatever that is, $15. So you'll want to go ahead and issue this purchase order and specify the, cancel that. Make sure you go to location group, change that to shop, and then go ahead, save, unissue, reissue, so that it has the shop. So send email, yes, that'll pull up the purchase order email, and you can say whatever you want to Roz, change the to address, and hit send, and that'll go off to her. So that's issued. We go back to our list of materials. We're out of this, so we also want some hardware. We need the soft close hinges. So HWCD-SCH01. Let's go ahead and order 8 of those. So new purchase order. And the vendor that we get that from is either Lewis & Company or I think McKillican. McKillican has them as well. So hit edit on the ship to. We're going to ship this also to the shop. Click OK. And that was hardware CD SCH01. And I didn't build this into the bill of materials for this item, but you're also going to want to order the face plate for those. Face frame plate. And we want 8 of those is what we called for. Let's go ahead and you can add shipping or any other things to that, and you can reconcile it later to the accounting department can. Let's go ahead and save this. Well, cancel. Let's go to location. Sorry, I keep doing this. Location group, shop, save, issue, send email. Just click yes. That will send the email out to Lewis & Company. So we have gone through and ordered the soft close hinges. It looks like we need to order the liner, or the finish. We didn't even include the liner on here, and then we need to order the glass. So FN. Obviously, this bill of materials isn't built to spec, so in the real case, you're going to be making purchase orders for liners and actually the face frame plate like we just did. But let's go ahead and go to purchase orders, and let's order the black color core, which we ordered from Lewis & Company as well. So we should have included it. We can actually go back and edit this Lewis & Company order to add the FN-CC. Let's do it this way. Sorry. FN-CC black. So if we look at the manufacturing order, that calls for black. Let's see, finish. Am I lost? Yes, 6 feet. So we only need one 8 sheet. There'll be 2 feet left over. So let's go ahead and add that. Save. You can actually unissue and reissue it and update Mary and say, hey, you know what? We actually added an item to this. Will you update your report and send another email? Click no. So we've got the Lewis & Company order, and we need to now order the glass. So GL B2 CL. Rocky Mountain glass. Add GL B2 CL. We just need one of those. You can order as many as you want, and they will stay in inventory. Let's go ahead and save. Oops. Shop. Save. Issue. Send email. Yep. Alright, so all of these are issued. Now, before we actually have these items in inventory, we're going to want to receive these purchase orders. There's actually a separate receiving module under the sales. So, am I crazy? Purchasing, sorry. Under the purchasing module. So you hit receiving. You have all of these purchase orders right here. You can double click on them and say fulfill or reconcile. Accounting's going to want to reconcile these like we did before and add any additional items or change any prices or quantities or anything like that. Go ahead and say, how are we going to distribute these shipping costs across the materials? You can do that. Sorry, I went too fast on that item as well. Here's the billing date. Those are going to be distributed, and then you're going to have your landing cost. Let's go ahead and hit finish, and you can enter in a reference number. This is reconciled. Hit fulfill. We accepted 2. We want to store them in lot 1, revision level. You probably want to take this off of the items, and that's under the part module under tracking. You can do that. But let's go ahead and say it's revision 1. Finish. That's received. Let's reconcile this. Click next. Add any items. There's nothing that we can distribute over the cost of each item. Let's go ahead and hit finish. Reconciled. Fulfill. Lot number 1. Revision 1. We're going to accept all 8. Click next. Same thing. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Finish. Alright, we received all of those, and then Rocky Mountain glass. Let's go ahead and reconcile. Hit next. Next. Finish. Fulfill. 1, 1. Finish. Okay, so once we've received all the items that we've ordered that are necessary to build this unit, we can go back into our manufacturing order module and double click on the open work order, and let's go ahead and click quick fulfill. So this is the process of building the item. Starting the work order, let's go ahead and hit next. You can actually make assignments. So if you're using the system where Jeff has a computer in the shop, you want to assign these users, it will be assigned directly to him. But let's go ahead and hit next. Okay, the first thing we're going to need is this particle board. It shows that it is in stock right here because of this green arrow. Otherwise it would be an orange square and you wouldn't be able to pick it. So let's go ahead and pick the item. We're going to pick from lot 1, revision level 1. We're going to want to remove this revision level, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and make sure the location is correct in the shop. We're going to pick quantity. So if you're going to want 12 feet of this particle board, if there's scrap or anything extra that you use, make sure you put it in this pick quantity so that you've actually consumed more than what was called for on the bill of materials. Go ahead and click finish. Confirm everything. This is you're going to receive it and place it in a different spot, so you're going to want to put it in lot 1 and revision level will take off, but that's 1. It's in the shop. We're going to put it in stock, so click next. You can print these traveler and pick reports if you need. Go ahead and hit finish. Then this is going to finish the work order. So keep going. This is going to move on to the next stage. Okay, well, we have the cabinet. We've already built that. Then we're going to want to grab the glass and the finish and the hardware and anything else that is actually something that you're going to want to build into the bill of materials. This is what you're going to go grab off the shelves. And this is, I mean, you don't actually have to be physically doing this, but this is the process of taking it out of the inventory in the system. So let's go ahead and hit next. This is on the cabinet. We picked it from lot number 1. Now the glass, we picked it from lot number 1. And like I said, you can change these lots, but it may not be necessary. And you can turn the tracking off on the lots as well. But let's go ahead and say finish. Next. Where would you like to put the finished goods? So you can put it in the shop shipping area. And let's say in the shipping area is in lot 1. Go ahead and hit next and finish. So we just built that item. It's consumed all of those raw materials, put it into a finished good. And now when we go to our materials and click on inventory, we can see that we have 1 DSHB01 B2 CC BLA in stock, and it is allocated right here to a sales order. And now we can go back into the sales order, and it was under Dan Palmer. Let's see, it's going to be an open, all open sales orders. I think it was the last one built, so it's right here. Let's double click on it. Let's say, okay, well, let's go ahead and ship this out. Click quick ship. Oh, we have it in stock. We can actually ship it. So we're going to go ahead and pick it up from, the shipping area is where it was. So let's hit next. Location, shipping area, lot 1, revision 1. Go ahead and hit finish. And it's going to say, hey, he didn't pay for this, so let's get some payment. And we'll go no payment. You can select the shipping date, payment receipt. You can either print it or preview it. Let's go ahead and preview that. Pick report if you want to look at what items were used in building this. A packing list. You're going to want to go ahead and print that out, but let's preview it so you can see it. To direct funds, you can deposit them to the undeposited funds account, or it should automatically go into the unit sales. But let's go ahead and hit finish. And that's going to show as shipped. Let's go into shipping here. Now, I just did that in the quick ship through the sales order module. You probably want to do it from the shipping module, and we'll go ahead and do another one so that we can show you how to do that. But that's going to take into account all of the carton information, the weight, the width, the height. You can put in the tracking number. Eventually, when you have this set up and integrated with FedEx, you can actually put all this information in and print a shipping label through FedEx's Ship Manager, and that will all be done through this module here. So that is the process of ordering items, building the bill of materials, pulling all the inventory needed for that, and shipping these out. So we'll go ahead and stop there for now.